Blub blub everyone, welcome back to Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. We're still in the Sanctuary of Sarras. Oh, interesting, now we have geysers. Do I actually need to go up? Well, it works. Oh, come on. We are trying to fix things somehow. It's weird. And I came here by night for the extra creep factor, says Lucy. She found the children's statues that we have seen a while ago. Definitely gave me an awesome screenshot. Oh yeah, that too. I've often pondered the things that never came to be, the endless branches of our fate. The archive is a wondrous place. What I ask of it, it gives. What I do not, it gives as well. Well, I saw the three of us die countless deaths, each more gruesome than the last. Awestruck at how they rippled in ways I could never predict. And in each of those visions, the archive stood empty, towering over our desolation. Watching, always watching. It seems like that is actually Nimue's thoughts. Or something. Restore more health, but those are shitty potions, mine are better. Give me that garlic. And garlic is important. No! Frick me. Come on. There we go. The better water. My goodness, so much reading! I do like reading, but oof, it actually takes a lot of strength out of you in a stream. What is better than water? Water that remembers where to fall. Inside this unassuming flask is a temperamental blend set to come from the deepest depths of the better water. It does not splash so much as arrive, finding the place it's most needed and lingering there with improbable intent. Some say the trace of water's memory teaches it to keep to its purpose. Others swear there's a seaborne thickener that persuades it to stay. A sliver of something taken from the deep keeps the mix attentive. Uncork, cast, and let it demonstrate itself. Results vary, reliability legendary, not for drinking. Yeah. Note to self, work on a delivery a bit, but I can do that on the way back to the surface. Oh, I can't wait. I'll be the richest man in Avalon, though I might need a middleman. Surely there are people in Avalon mad enough to do business with the Drowner, so long as it brings them money. Once a ship that sailed the veins of the world until the Lord of the Seas claimed her as his heart, her decks became sanctuaries, her hull a cathedral of tides, so the Sarras. When the storm that birthed the Sarras first broke, the sea screamed for 3 nights and bled salt instead of water. Sarras anchored herself in the mind of the Lord, drifting wherever his dreams carried her. Also means nothing. When he wakes, the sea rises to greet him, and the crew hear his call in their bones. Lady Nimue said, "Rest, my brave Captain Lear. Rest until the time comes to awaken and change the world." And then the apprentice rose against her master, carving her own path, creating a whole new realm. So that was clearly about Nimue. Very obviously so. Can I? No, I can't. Okay, it's this one now. Oh my god. Someone had a lot to write, apparently. Eldritch Liturgy Veil. Magic critical chance increased by 1% every second during combat. The effect resets on a critical hit. Every second? Oh my god. Yeah, she's not gonna wear the tentacle thing on her back. Thanks. Apart from the main Tumbo experiment, interesting, I'm running a side study on familial bonds. I assigned the role of 2 siblings and asked apps to send me a pair hatched from the same egg. We know those, though I fear he's growing suspicious of me, so I may have to rely on them reaching the village without intervention. Since the first pair, I've observed a wide range of behaviors: codependency, dependency, animosity, envy, resentment, and more. I also assigned roles with mixed results, making one sibling the warden, knowing the other was the traitor. Produced a fascinating spectacle, though I truly had hoped it might prevent the massacre. It is odd. These creatures do not have families as we know them, yet the bonds between siblings seem to mirror those on the surface. Curious. I wonder whether this affinity is inherent or whether Nimwe's influence infects them. So that's not Nimue. That might be the guy here, Urkel. For lack of a better term. So someone is making experiments with the village, okay? And with the creatures in there. More? More. Of our Lord and Our Lady. Why more books? When I was young, I believed our father had forsaken us. I walked the paths of Sarras, searching every crevice and hidden cave for the presence of our Maker, and found nothing. When weariness and anger set in, and I neared despair, I finally felt something. A gentle touch in my mind, calming and soothing, assuring me my loneliness was ending. In truth, it had never begun. Okay. Wasn't the Lord of the Sea saying, when he recruited us, that he has no influence in here? Even though it is his realm. So how can he make all these creatures? So it's probably just, you know, conjecture that they or whatever. That they, say, oh, we're made by the Lord, and it's just... They just lay eggs. And that's about it. It's not really, you know, creation. Then I understood, though our father may roam the far seas, he has not left us to fend for ourselves. Actually, he did. We also have a mother who remains and keeps watch over us for all time. So Nimue, I guess. Now in my old age, I have returned to the paths of Sarras to see them again with the knowledge I carry. This is what I leave behind. Never forget that while we are born of our Lord, we also have a lady. By her blessing, our lives have purpose. She is there watching over us and always will be. How do the lives have purpose then? Blessing in a bottle. Oh, that's nice. The weirdness whispers about its wielders, but not its masters. What is the product of the fog, and what is its origin? Perhaps all one can ever rely on is affinity, or perhaps what we see on the surface is but a broken mirror of all things that could be or should be. We try to live in an unshaped world. Nimue is right, we are invaders, parasites who broke a natural order we never cared to understand. I mean, the Lord of the Seas could have stopped you. If that was his thing. Sanctuary thrives within its weirdness-wrought shell. What if that is Avalon's true order? What if without the weirdness it withers? Yeah, we heard that a few times, but who cares? I mean, let's see. Blood in the water doesn't splash or drip. It runs like red ribbons through the dark sea. The sanctuary did not simply rise, it was won in the name of Lady Nimue, who looked upon our deeds and wept. Actually, it does not make any sense if that the weirdness makes Avalon thrive, because the island was here before the weirdness was. The island wasn't born out of the weirdness. Because that's what the... Isn't that what the Weird Dwellers said? The Fate Weaver? That they came to this island from their dimension or their other realm and brought the weirdness with them as a side effect or some nonsense. It's kind of weird. But the sea is as vast as it's uncaring. It does not stop to grieve, and neither could we. Thus, beneath the tangled roots, the sanctuary began to take shape, a new beginning grown from the soil of countless ends. Sure. That's background story a little bit, how that all came to be. In a way, it's not really satisfying, it's just very mystical. I hope Nimue will say, well, I wove a spell, let's go. Okay. Interesting. We are Nimue now. Well, at least we're not as ugly as the other guy. She's actually quite nice looking. Vestments. So just mage. Crit chance, spell power. Okay. Mana regen. Different spells. The spell gorger increases mana cost, but spell power goes up. That is actually a good one, because 50% more cost for 80% more power, that's worth it. Merlin's Thorns, Mother's Embrace. Yeah, we have the... Wow, she is strong. Mystic Ward, Skeleton Knights. Okay, we can get skeletons. Actually, Skeleton Knights, so it's a better the upgrade, which we don't have yet. Can I keep those? I mean, I don't think we have this one. We have a different... No, actually we have this one, I think. We do have this one. We do have this one. We have this one. Wand of Lingering Ash. All fire damage applies additional burn buildup. But I'd like to have the Skeleton Knight. And we have the Scorching Pathway. Again. Not really happy about this constellation. No, nothing. We only have this to heal. Okay, I hope we don't have to heal much. She doesn't have any rings or nothing. Okay, cool. Wait, I want to see. What is your... 42 spirit. Damn. And still 18 dex, 18 endurance, 18 strength. That's more than 50. You start with all at 1. That means... This is 42, 50, 60, 78, 88, 96. Minus 4. So that's 92 levels only here. There's no level here. And then another 65 levels. Are you insane? Her crit damage is 500%! Her sneak damage is 800%! That's not how percentages work, but sure. 8.6 times damage. And she has less health than we do, even though she has more endurance. Apparently her skill trees suck. Ah, that's because she has no skill. Yeah, she doesn't have any skill. All she has is extreme cheaty attributes. I mean, that was 92, right? So another 65 on top of that. That's 150. 157 levels is what she has. She has 3 times our level. What? I find that unfair. Give me more levels, damn it. Are you insane? Me? My lawyer advised me to deny any allegations. Yeah, you should better. Should better. Okay. Nimue stands motionless, unsure whether the choice she makes is truly the right one. Yet she knows it is too late to turn back. The war machine pushes forward and she has committed herself to helping the rebels. And she also knows that neither King Arthur nor Merlin will retreat from the path they have chosen. She wants no part in it. I believe her stance leaves much to be desired. She fails to notice that her conflicted emotions paralyze her decision-making, which is unacceptable. But the Lord of the Seas warns me against forming judgments of my own, for that may lead to the corruption of knowledge. Saving disabled, great.
Merlin, where are you? Ugh, I swear if this is another one of your lessons...
Okay. Don't you like the wall of tentacles? I know how that movie goes. If I had known who Nimue really is, I might have stayed on Avalon. Did that woman truly believe she was worthy enough to ask the Lord of the Seas to open a passage back to the homelands? Do you even need the Lord of the Seas for that? So maybe this is actually a land between lands. And therefore not in our world. And therefore, time could flow differently here. It is good that we ended up here. Without Sarras, I'd never have gained knowledge. And even Nimue turned out to be useful in the end. Wow. Useful. What a nice...
Merlin, I don't have time for your games!
thing. The Lord is displeased, the Lord is silent. The Lord does not look in my direction, my Lord. The Lord will not find his way in this accursed chaos. Let the voices fall silent. Blah, 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 blah. Oh. More writhing tentacles. Beautimous. Hello. Could you please not? Can't do anything there. What's that? Ooh. Eh? Okay, that is healing. Okay, it doesn't do that much damage. Ow. That's not fun. This does more burn because of the stuff. What else do you have? Okay, he's dead.
That, my dear, was a threshold warden. Not so easy to defeat, wouldn't you say? They're beings created to maintain order between worlds. Even King Arthur himself once struggled to win a duel against one. I wanted to show you what you might face if you continue with your plan to leave Avalon. There's no telling how many of them may be waiting on the shores of the homelands.
And that foolish duel with an illusion was supposed to scare me. I've outgrown your games, Merlin. I'm no longer a little girl who needs to be tested with elaborate, impossible challenges. Even if creatures like the Threshold Wardens exist, I won't be facing them alone. I made up my mind. I'm sailing to the homelands.
Nimue, child. You're making a mistake.
Don't call me a child! I'm not making a mistake. I'm fixing yours. I know you thought you were doing the right thing by coming to this island, but the things you and Arthur do now are horrifying. You call it survival, but you're killing the very world you claim to save. You bend life and death to your will and call it wisdom. But all I see is madness, dressed as progress.
Okay. Interesting. Why would you call that wisdom?
Even if you somehow made Avalon habitable, you're building its foundations on piles of sacrificed bodies.
Okay, that is a non-argument, actually, because that's literally all places. We have done so much shit in our history. Literally every place is built on piles of sacrificed bodies.
And how exactly does that make us any different from the Four Dwellers?
Did they genocide someone when they came
How
here?
could anyone live here, knowing
They
what
might
we
have.
know?
I mean, I think we had an example of there were people before here, before the Four Dwellers came, but...
I know this war has been long. I'm not proud of
Wasn't
everything
clear.
we've done, but it was necessary for all survival. Yes, blood was spilled, but the land will absorb it, and will honor it by building something new. We're so close to victory.
The land will
Arthur
absorb
and
it.
I are working tirelessly on a solution that will give us an edge. You just need to trust us. Trust me.
Oh, the solution, of course. Your vile, immoral experiments you wanted me to take part in. You know my answer, Master Merlin. For me, the cost outweighs the gain. So let me say it again. You can imprison me. You can try to persuade or intimidate me. I still won't help you. These things you have planned won't bring us victory. They'll only rewrite the future into something far worse than you can imagine. They break the cycle of nature itself, and that break will be paid for by generations not yet born. So yes, my only solution is to go back home.
The homelands are not your home. For you, they're a fantasy so far removed from reality that you can't even comprehend it. Do you think people chose to leave everything they knew on a whim? The Red Death was killing us. We were drowning in blood, pus, and corpses. That's what you want to go back to?
Beautiful picture there.
How is that any different from what's happening here?
I mean, she has a point. But the difference is, you can fight an enemy, but you can't fight a disease, you know, actively, not with your fists, you know. You can fight an enemy with your fists. So, they just want, you know, to not feel helpless anymore, I would assume.
I've watched people die to this senseless war, to the weirdness, since the day I was born. And plagues come and go. It's been years. How do you even know the Red Death is still there?
I see you won't listen to reason.
I could say the same
I mean,
about
she's
you.
right with that too.
Stay and rot on this island if that's what you wish, but I'm done. You and your precious Arthur can do whatever you please. I want no part in it anymore. We're going home, and you won't stop us.
That's where you're wrong. Your rebellion ends here, Nimue.
Just another sacrifice, just one more push, and at the end, there will mysteriously be another goal that needs sacrificing towards.
Perhaps sometime in a cell will cool your temper.
What? No, you can't!
I mean, you told him he could imprison
I
you,
can,
so...
and I will. Trust me. This is for your own good.
But it would need to be a magical prison, because she's still a druid. That was a much easier fight than the one before. Why is this 2? Okay. Have some playthings. Enjoy. While I need to regain some health. Wow. Well, that hurt. Okay. Yeah. Wow. You are freaking annoying me. Eat this, and eat this again. Well, that's one of them dead. Or it should be, yes. Good. Good. Stupid archivists. Quite the annoying combatants. Okay, one more. And hopefully then I get another point here. Pick up all of this. Hello. Yay, more reading. Usually I do like reading, but my goodness. That was quite a bit this time. Every society relies on its pillars, individuals who fulfill specific roles. Without them, a community cannot fully function, nor can it mature into a state capable of achieving its aims. I've long wondered what might happen if those pillars were reassigned to roles they seem ill-suited for. The traitor as warden, the warden as curiosity seeker, and so on. Is that actually what we have seen? Interesting. In this first iteration, I will let Tumbo run as intended. The initial shuffle will occur after the massacre, at the founding of the second Tumbo. Thereafter, every few cycles, I will revert to the default state as a reset. I will observe and record the outcomes. That is kind of despicable, doing something like that. You know, if you just observe and it happens to be, you know, those different things, sure. But making it that way and then waiting for the massacre to happen, that is inevitable? That was actually Urkel. That is quite disgusting. Oh, am I Merlin? No, I'm Nimue again. No, this time I'm Merlin. Okay. Let's see how cheaty this dude is. Actually, less cheaty than Nimue. That's 110, 119, another 9, 128, 38, 43. Yeah, he has less levels than Nimue had. Fewer levels? Fewer levels. Nothing here. Yeah, no skill trees. Only attributes. Also, this is new. Storm Piercer. See, that's what I want. Shoots a large single lightning shock and then shoots a massive lightning shock jumping between up to 6. Yeah, that's the upgrade from what I need. Or what I'm using so much. Skeleton Knight as well. Scorching Blaze. Yeah, okay. Otherwise, it's all the same. Spellgorger. Yeah, with the extra mana cost and then the extra damage. I mean, look at this. Almost 200 damage. It's ridiculous. Archdruid Gloves. Although you're a little green there on the edges, buddy. Critical hits restore mana, increases spell power by 20%. That sounds good. Increases max mana, decreases mana regen. That's not good. Increases spell power when your mana is below 10%. Increases magical... Oh wow, he has a lot of mana though. Magical critical chance when your mana is below. Each consecutive hit increases mana regeneration and stamina regeneration up to 80%. Increases max mana. Spell power when mana is below 50. Increases magical critical chance. Problem is mana will never be between below 50, right? So much mana. I mean, the spells are expensive, but still. Increases movement speed multiplier by 33% when your health is below 33%. Increases mana regen. I wish I had such shoes. Although they wouldn't fit my outfit. But, or Galen's outfit. And this gives mana regen back. So this takes it, and this gives it back, so it's plus minus 0. That's actually pretty good. That's a good thing here. That he has. Is that blocking? I think that's blocking. Nothing there. If you make it, tell my wife I tried to come back. If you don't, then we'll meet in this damned water.
Poor wife. I hope she found some solace.
The war goes on and nothing suggests it will end anytime soon. Why does the Lord show me this? Has the war never ended? Impossible. It must have ended. My Lord grant me knowledge, for I cannot bear this uncertainty. I mean, the war did end, for what we know. Okay, I'm very slow. Great. Wow! Okay, I want that power, please. Give me that spell too. That would be kinda nice. If I can, you know, rip these archivists apart with one shot, that is fun. At least they're not in my way that much then. Well, almost one shot. Arthur is not Arthur, Merlin is not... will not be Merlin. Nimue is everything, everything. Lord have mercy on me. Okay. I think they're very into Nimue. Murder, murder, murder! Every day looks the same. Mud screaming orders. Maybe home will be hard too. Or
You
at least
would
we'll
have
rule it
died
ourselves.
screaming if the Red Death had got you. This inn was merciful, believe me.
Yeah, I mean... says the one who didn't end. That is not a merciful end. No matter the other option. I'm no coward, I simply have nothing left to give to this land.
And yet, you gave it your life.
Poor bastard that he was. Why did you ram me? Yeah, you deserve that. I'll go there. Oh, down there. Okay. Knowledge, 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 knowledge. I cannot bear these voices. Is it time to leave? I cannot let it end. Hey, Arthur.
Merlin, my scouts reported back about Lear and Nimue's rebellion. They're trying to sabotage the iron shipments from the Forlorn Swords. They say their demand is that Sarras and the other ships be allowed to sail away from Avalon. Are they out of their minds? How can they be so oblivious to the dangers we left in the homelands?
I am actually afraid that the Forlorn Swords, which will definitely be the next map after Kuanang, will be the last one and not, you know, there will not be any Camelot. That would be so disappointing to me.
I held children dying of the Red Death in my arms. I watched them go stiff and cold. And then I myself carried them to the pious. The homelands are ruined, poisoned. A graveyard soaked in the blood of those we had to leave behind. And they want to go back and weaken our forces in the process.
My king, I agree. This is suicide. The homeland's not a place to return to. They're a tomb.
How do you know?
And yet, Nimue, Lear, and the other rebels refuse to see reason.
On that we agree. I've had enough of ordering men to die. But if they choose to go, I'll let them. Let them choose their fate. Let them swim that sea for what it is. If they refuse to believe the danger, let them learn it on their own skin. I'm tired, Merlin. Tired of proving to everyone that we have no home to return to.
Nimue is young, full of dangerous hope. She can be guided, tempered. They can all be kept here and given purpose. There must be another way. A better way than simply letting them die for daring to hold their own opinions in the middle of a war.
And that's why you put them down into the ocean?
Another way. How many more have we lost while we wait for another way?
Also, his argument is moot, because he said, oh, they will weaken our forces in the process when they leave. They already left. You know, the decision to leave already makes them deserters. Because they will not fight for him anymore. And therefore it doesn't make a difference. If he kills them, they're gone, you know, and won't fight anymore. If he doesn't kill them, they're also gone and won't fight anymore. That's why they are rebels. That's why they don't want to fight this war anymore. So you might as well just let them leave and go home. The only problem is, would others follow? That would be the only thing. But still, they are gone this way or another.
I know what drives them. I've also looked into faces hollowed by hunger, smoke, and fever. And I know what Nimue thinks of our efforts to keep Avalon safe for centuries to come. Yet if she can't see the reason behind all the sacrifices we made to make Avalon our home, if she cannot accept that war is never a clean affair, then perhaps it is best to let her die along with her idealistic views. If it costs me my peace, so be it. Give them Sarras. Give them 2 more ships. Send them off. Let them find out for themselves.
You would send them to die just to prove there's no way back to the homelands?
No. I'd make an example of them. They cannot defy our decisions and fight us. The real enemy is in front of us, not among us. That said, I will not be the king who stole their last act of defiance. And if they die in the process, that's their choice.
So, did he let them go and Merlin decided to murder them?
My king, let me speak with her one more
Because
time.
we know he put them on down to the
Do as
ocean.
you wish. She's your responsibility.
Okay, that
You
last
know my mind.
talk we just
Give
saw.
them ships. Burn the rest. I have a war to finish.
When Nimue and Captain Lear set sail for the homelands with the rebels, Merlin did the only thing he could to save them. Through a powerful spell, he sealed the entire fleet. Drawing on Nimue's magical potential as its source of power, flashes of light tore through the storm as the ships vanished beneath the raging sea, swallowed by the depths before anyone could understand what had happened. To the world, it looked like mass murder, a cruel punishment for desertion. But in truth, Merlin had saved them, allowing Sarras to become its own kingdom, far from the weirdness and the dangers of Avalon.
I disagree. He didn't save them, he trapped them. And also, he would have better killed them, because Nimue, we now know... Uh-oh, 1 second. I'm cleaning my glasses. Nimue, we now know, is trapped here forever. She can never leave, because it is her power that he used to make this happen, so she is bound. Is what that will mean, 100% chance. If only I had so much power as he did, then I could kill them instantly, these little buggers. Yeah, please no. Oh, at least I'm healing. Oh god, I'm so dead. Let me heal. Stop doing so much damage, you shitty enemies. I have no space here. No, 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 not this time, buddy. I'm not even doing any damage. Great. Kill it. Oh my god. Well, that didn't do any damage. Gotcha. Damn, these guys are strong. And Merlin just blasted them away with his cheaty double hour level or triple hour level nonsense. Okay, we're full. Well, I did whatever that was. I literally just watched. I haven't changed a thing.
You're back, child of the surface. I sensed you restoring order to the after images. The calm I feel now tells me that all is correct. Everything is back where it belongs. Thank you for intervening.
I didn't do anything. What were they? Memories of War Story?
A war story, you say? Fascinating. I had no idea they would show themselves to you that way. I have no access to the contents of an after image once it has changed, so I cannot say what you are shown. I can sense the after images as if they were parts of my own body. I know where it hurts, but not why, and I cannot heal myself.
Did you know what would happen there? I could have died.
I trusted it wouldn't happen, and here you are, safe and sound before me. I didn't know exactly what cleaning up the after images would entail. Never before had they been in such disarray. Therefore, I assumed the one whose arrival caused those changes would also be able to restore the old order.
Will you play the organ now?
Yes. I will honor Josephus's request. Now that the after images are in order, I can leave my post. The melody of the organ will sound again, and Captain Lear will wake. I only hope you know what that entails.
No clue. Apart from that guy is a madman. Finally. Yeah, let's go with this. And then we'll probably take the left branch for the, yeah, for the summons. No. That one. Oh, with V? Ah, with V I can see my current target. That's good. Yeah, let's go get out of here and continue with the main quest. Finally. It's about freaking time. About freaking time. Also, I don't like when they say Josephus. Should be Josephus. The extra S should be implied. Oh, what the frick. Of course he's the massacre dude.
Toplander. This one is glad that you might witness this apocal work.
You killed them all. Oh, not her. I like her.
The folk of Tumbo departed into the bosom of the Lord of the Depths. And this one absorbed their knowledge.
I'm so happy that I can kill you now.
So much knowledge.
I'm not... My character is not Gary Linde, it's Gary Linde. God damn it. You killed all the folk of Tumbo? Why?
It was destiny. And destiny must not be denied.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you
And
destiny.
this one not carried out the slaughter. Some other gatherer of knowledge would have done so. Only one who has amassed sufficiently great knowledge may attempt to seize it from other. This one was ready to submit to the trial.
You killed Rueko, so you have no way to enter. Perhaps you did not think that through.
Ruoko is of no consequence. Ruoko was only the voice of Echo, who set the law of gathering knowledge. The archive itself will decide whether one has gathered enough knowledge and is worthy to cross the threshold. This one is convinced that he will prove worthy.
I don't think so, because you're gonna die. The way to the archive is clear, only Urquell is no longer there.
Toplander again tries to speak falsehoods and defile this one's knowledge. This one will never believe that the sacrifice he made to prove himself worthy of entering the archive was in vain.
They sure know how to make an atmospheric boss fight.
Echo never abandons his post. That is common knowledge. So, once again, you tried to deceive this one. But this time, this one needs no barnacles to know he is right.
You're such an asshole. So I share with you the knowledge that Urquell is no longer there.
Knowledge is our currency, Toplander, and this one has made an investment. Taking upon himself the responsibility of gathering the knowledge of all Tumbo's inhabitants. Perhaps others believed that knowledge was a purpose and a mission, but this one quickly learned that faith has nothing to do with it. Maybe Urquell truly is not in the archive. But that does not change the fact that Tumbo's knowledge already resides within this one. This one will wait patiently for the Guardian of the Archive to return. Time cannot be reversed, and what has happened cannot be undone.
Poor people.
The investment will not go to waste.
Well, I cannot allow you to live.
This one expected that a hot-blooded Toplander might react thus.
Oh, you fought the Mistbearer. Yeah, that one was cool, wasn't it?
This one will gladly accept the Toplander's challenge and seize the Toplander's knowledge. After the Toplander, who has already visited the archive, is defeated, the path to infinite knowledge will be open before this one.
This one knowledge, your knowledge, because Toplander puts knowledge on their toes. This is great knowledge. This one, no, it's good knowledge, yeah.
Let us fight.
Oh, so gladly, buddy. Why am I stuck? Oh, because this is... Well, you'll not live. You will definitely not live, buddy. Doesn't say anything about being a mass murderer. Poor ones. Is that Boz? That's not Boz. Well, at least the child wasn't here. She as well. Well, her sister won't be happy. Boz is dead. That's probably why we had to finish all things beforehand, because this would happen. So, you disgusting piece of garbage. I'm just gonna take all. Shell without a name. Well, now he is. Wave Piercer. Yeah, we found that before. Receiving melee damage returns 30 physical damage. That is so disgusting. Nope, 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 nope. Maybe I'm going to transmog this. You know what? Kinda want to. This one. Transmog to this. I mean, this one is also kind of nice. But this one is the one for the outfit, so we'll go with the outfit, I guess. Oops. Sure, why not? At least for now. Where do we need to go? Back, right? Just there. Wrong quest again. There you go. To play the organ, I should return to chapter notes. Very disappointing that all we did was basically pointless. And that means you're dead too? No, you live.
Welcome. Good. Make yourself.
So not everyone died. Okay. Well, that's at least a little bit of a relief. A lot of parsing had to happen. That's the same thing, so I can get rid of this. Damn, we have a lot of stuff. Take the stolen one.
Take care.
Okay, well, let's leave. What a sour note in the end, unfortunately. I heard you like knowledge, so we put knowledge in your knowledge so you can knowledge for your knowledge. Yeah, exactly. That's how it goes. That's how knowledge works. Actually, it's not even that wrong, because you can build, you know, knowledge on knowledge. So it does make sense. Bleh. Bleh. Anything else we need to do? No, I don't think so. We've done all of this. Is that actually all the Sarras points we're getting? We're barely finishing the tree? What the hell?
Welcome, child of the
I
surface.
want more points.
Everyone is ready to play, thanks to you. But tell me, are you ready? From where you're headed, there is no return. You will go back to the surface, and we will face the consequences of what is decided in Lady Nimwe's chamber.
Okay, so this is the end. What will happen?
The melody of the organ will resonate through all of Sarras, carrying the promise of change. Its sound will awaken our captain, Lear, the one charged with Lady Nimwe's protection, the one who calls to you, and to him within you.
Takes knowledge to make a book, so that one can write down the knowledge on how to make books. No? What? You guys are weird. You knew I wasn't alone. Anything I should know?
I can't tell you more than what you'll learn from Apps and Ercol. I served under him when he was still in his prime, but I wasn't there for his downfall. All I know is that little remains of the Captain Lear I once knew. Nothing human, at least. One way or another. You'll have to face him. It's the only path to Lady Nimwe's chamber.
You knew I wasn't alone?
Of course, child of the surface. I knew it was you. And you, King Arthur. You who, believing you doomed us, became the reason this realm was born.
No, Merlin was the reason.
You, who granted us both the grace and the curse of eternal life. All of this is your doing, Arthur.
No, it's Merlin's doing. Arthur didn't know about this. Was that gratitude or an insult? Do you think Nimue was calling for
I would
King
not
Arthur?
presume to guess at Lady Nimwe's intentions, but I believe you will find the answers you seek, if you are willing to ask them yourself. This is why I gathered the remaining organists.
Was it gratitude or an insult?
You will learn in time. Perhaps we'll meet again. And when we do, I'll have your answer. But that depends on the choice you make in Lady Nimwe's chamber.
How could you make a book if you don't have the knowledge on how to make it? It doesn't have to be written in a book, though.
Very well. Sarras is eternal.
Also,
time is not our enemy.
You don't need to make a book to pass on knowledge. Books were actually a very late invention. It was scrolls before.
When you're ready,
all you need is a piece of parchment.
And say the word.
Which is easier to make than a book, because you need many parchments for a book. So, by definition, that's easier. What I wanted here is end DLC. So let's see how that goes. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Oh yeah, I need to talk to him again. Do I need to do anything else? We're not that weighted down by stuff. I think we have the spells that we need. We are kind of prepared, so let's go.
So,
it's fine. Yes.
Excellent.
Sound the organ.
Gather, my brothers.
Gather, my brothers.
It is time to awaken our captain.
Awaken him.
This sound. Sarras has not heard it since the day it was born. It will be glorious.
Gather the three organists, the melody of Sarras. Performance is over and Captain Lear is awake. What? We haven't seen the performance. Okay, we hear the organ, but I thought there was a cutscene coming. I'm disappointed. Proceeding may make returning to Sarras impossible. Do you want to continue? So we apparently have a choice of keeping Sarras as it is, or of destroying it. Which is kind of weird. But there's nothing here to do anymore, so... Apart from the messages in the bottle, who cares? It's fine. I think I'll just go in. I'm sad that I didn't find more spells, actually. They cut the scene to save on the animation budget, maybe. Although I do enjoy their cutscenes very much. They're really, really good. Like, or like the painted one from Merlin just a second ago. That one was actually good as well. Yeah, quest failed. Message bottle. Ooh, whatever. It's a fetch quest. Who cares? I sure as hell don't. Well, that's some initiation, eh? They really needed that feature to work to do something again. And all the tentacles, my goodness, the writhing. It is here, and also there's another one there. What is that for? Is that how he kills us? Beautiful, though. There's a maelstrom above us. Oh, very weird. Well. Let's get going. Interesting. We have two ballistas. We have multiple ballistas facing each other. So maybe we have to stun him in the middle and then shoot him with ballistas to actually kill him? Could this be a special puzzle boss fight? I wouldn't be against it. That stuff popping in. Udimus. But we get a cutscene at least. Oh yeah, you look different, bud. Oh, they're oh, we can use these ballistas by shooting the explodey things, I think.
Traitor.
Hey, I'm not a traitor, you are.
It was your command that doomed us to this fate.
Oh, yeah, okay. He's not talking to us. He's talking to the king.
You were supposed to let us go.
This is a little bit shitty to say. Hey, Coda, how you doing? Blub blub. This is a little bit shitty to say, I think.
And for that, I should thank you. Sarras is no blessing. It is a curse.
Yeah. I do agree. It's somewhat
You
is.
saw what became of my entire crew.
It's like Merlin was so afraid of Nimue dying, don't think he cared much about the others, that he rather sealed her into this curse instead of giving her a chance to see the homeland. Because they were so stunned and afraid of the Red Death that they didn't even consider that it might be gone.
Before we made Sarras our home, we drowned it in blood.
Also, leaving for somewhere else is not how you get rid of a sickness.
We fled one war, only to fight another. We helped conquer Avalon, only to be forced to fight again for our existence. That is not what we wanted when we left those shores.
It's not really safer, I wouldn't say so, no. The only danger is at night. Here, danger is ever present. This game reminds me of an old German game from 2001 called Gothic. Oh, please, no. You basically said I'm playing Elex right now, Terrible Hamster. Because it's from the same people. And it's also the same garbage. It just looks a bit better. The rest is still the same. The principle, they never learned. They never learned to make it better. And that is so disappointing. Gothic was good for the time it was made in. But then they made like 4 or 5 more of those. I mean, at least 2 more Gothics. Who were the literal same, that were all garbage. And, out of many reasons that I already explained multiple times. And, then another 3, 4, 5 now with Elex 2. I think another 5 games that are all basically just Gothic. And as bad. They never learned to make it better. They never learned what the word balance means, for example. Just hit me like a truck and now I can't unsee it. Yeah, Risen 1 was also bad. It had the same problems that any of their games had. It is so bad. I played Risen 1 till the end, but it was just the same bullshit. You struggle for 60 to 80% of the game, and in the last few percent you are a god for no reason. It's just... no. No, I don't... No. No. It was not what you wanted, but you survived. You even gained immortality.
Immortality is not life, mortal. The one
I agree.
you carry
None of
within
these were
you
good.
should know this well.
Also, thanks for now making everyone unsubscribe, because I had to rant about freaking piranha bytes again. According to Gary, there does not exist a good game. No, that's absolutely not true. I'm just saying... Gothic, Risen, and what's the other garbage? Elix are garbage. They are not good games. They are shit games. I mean, Gothic was a good game in that time frame. You know, Gothic 1 and 2 were good for what they were when they came out. But doing that 20 years or 30 years later, you know, when came Gothic? When was Gothic out? Whatever. So many years later, doing the same shit all over again, every single time, that is just not how it works. That doesn't mean it's good. That means it was good, you know, when 20 years ago, 25 years ago, when the first one came out. That doesn't mean this is good now. What, why would Manaway go on the internet and lie? Is that allowed? No, it's not allowed.
His decision condemned us all.
It's not allowed at all.
Even if our doom was stretched across the endless span of
I mean, I
time.
understand him. He's absolutely right. They should have just let them go. If they died on the way, whatever, then they died. But they at least had a chance. They just took the chance from them. All they wanted is a chance to get back home. And now they just doomed them to this existence. Is that actually... He's absolutely right. This is not life. Yes, it's immortality, but... Are they living? I don't think so. I don't want to know how Nimue looks right now, because she's... I bet she is this driving mass of tentacles everywhere. It's not what they wanted. And definitely not what they deserved. No, it's not! Fine,
So in a
safer.
way, we are avenged. But do not think that such news will change my resolve. Sarras is as the Lord of the Seas made it. Not Merlin, not Arthur. Glory to Lady Nimue and her endless wisdom for allowing me to fall into slumber. Were it not for her, I would have convinced the twins to release me to the surface centuries ago. And there I would have found you, Arthur, the traitor.
Twins?
I would have destroyed everything you left behind. I would have shattered every fragment of you and erased your presence from history. Just as you erased us.
When I hear the twins, since I'm reading it at the moment, I have to think about Aragon. But those were different. Fine, I have to say all of the things, even though none of these make sense. And if you reached the shores of the homeland and found them ruined, then where would you place your blame?
Do not dare mock me, traitor.
Which makes no sense. At least they had a chance to get there. They would have blamed themselves to have left. Maybe they would have tried to come back. If that actually was the case, but I doubt it was the case.
A homeland may be ruined, but at least it would still be a home.
I'm actually on his side. Could I join you guys?
If we had to spill blood, better that it be the blood of red death husks than that of innocent, otherworldly, sentient beings. And if you don't understand
Also not wrong.
that distinction, then your soul is lost.
There's definitely a
Without
distinction.
chance for redemption.
King Arthur gave you the ships, it was Merlin who
A
sealed them,
traitor
yes.
shielding another traitor. What difference does it make who gave the order?
I think that makes a great difference. The dialogue is it's a bit sad that it's so one-tracked.
And
Yeah,
what kind
a bit.
of king is he, who knows not what his servants do?
I mean, the developers want you to have a certain direction, but I'm actually all for him. I think, yes, you were betrayed. But in a different way than I thought before. I thought Merlin wanted to kill you and Nimue protected you. But no, apparently Merlin protected them. And Nimue, I don't know, formed something out of that, but maybe not even her will, really, or not her desire. It was just because she was bound by her magic to this place. Because that is actually the worst crime here. Merlin took her, ripped her magic out of her, basically, or at least, you know, parts of it, and used her power source to make this. I think that's the biggest one. That was making the game super linear doing that, and it's sad. I mean, it has to be linear. There is a story that should be told. And we were told we have a decision here to make, so it's not, you know, you at least can decide some stuff. But as I said in the with the experiments we found out about with what that Merlin did, I think there was at least one strand of what I could say missing. And there's definitely one missing here, because I can just say, oh yeah, you deserve this, or, you know, at least you have immortality now, haha. Instead, I want to say, as this character, I want to say, it is extremely sad that Merlin did this. He took the chance for you to even reach the homeland from you, and just trapped you here. It's just entrapment. He didn't save them, really. He just entrapped them.
I can feel that traitor stench upon you. And by the almighty Lord of the Seas, I swear, this day, you both shall die. Okay,
let's dance. Merlin sought to save Nimue at any cost. Yeah, and that was selfish of him. I'm sorry that you all paid the price.
I despise your pity. I care nothing for what Merlin desired. If the will of the Lord of the Seas had bound us, I would hate him too.
I mean, he didn't stop him.
But I know this. Of all the great figures in Sarras history, he alone wished us well. Gladly I offer your souls to the glory of the Lord, and your flesh to the dwellers of this realm.
Anyone dies today, it will be you. We must speak with Nimue and you stand in our way. I mean, that is absolutely 100% true.
No one is permitted to enter Lady Nimue's chambers.
I mean, she called for us.
I swore to guard her.
Literally.
And I shall keep that oath. Know this.
I'm not gonna kill her.
Might of Sarras.
Probably. Yeah, you do the full might and stuff. It's cool. I'm just gonna fire away, it's all good. I really wish I had Merlin's mega spell. How does he lose so much stamina? Oh, I wanted to shoot him with that. Well, dude. Oh, why did you rip that off of you? Dead Man's Vow, Captain Lear's Revenge, Captain Lear's Tricorn, and Escape. The Revenge. Okay. Is that a spell? So we have the Dead Man's Vow. Increases melee critical chance by 50% when below 25% max stamina. Okay, cool. That's good crit chance though. It's really good. Not for us. Oh god, that looks horrible. Especially since she looks bald with that. Oh god. Critical hits restore 20 health, increases critical damage by 20%. Okay. Escape. Taking damage increases attack speed by 25%. Sure. That's it? Wasn't there something else? Probably just a consumable? Not a spell, unfortunately. I did read this, though. Why is that still 101? Ah, there it is. Slowly recharge. It is magic. Slowly recharges by itself over 30 seconds. Current charge 100%. Dealing damage increases recharge rate. Oh, that is a soul thing. Dealing damage increases recharge rate by 50%. Shoots a massive ball of energy, dealing damage and stunning enemies in an area. Neat. Arcane Seed increases your spell power. Yeah, that's an armor relic. That's what I want. We have read all of this. Why did you rip your shoulder pad away? Poor dude. Yeah, I totally forgot that I could have used these for some reason. And also, it's probably only reachable with this since I'm not a ranger. Not even. So something did this. Very weird. Could probably hurt him quite badly with this, but oh well. That Maelstrom up there. Beautiful music in the background. And a little sad. Again, I still don't think if I had the choice I would have said all these things. Because I still think they were in the right. They should have just let them go and at least give him a chance. They did burn all the other ships, so there was no way others could follow. I mean, unless they're building new ships, which is a possibility, but you know. They gave them ships, others couldn't follow. That means they wouldn't lose more people. Those were already lost because they wouldn't fight for them anymore. That's why they rebelled. So they could have just let him go home. But Merlin was too selfish for that, which is... okay. Yeah, but that wasn't a spell, Monaway. I think. Or is that actually a spell? Well, maybe it is a spell. Weird. I mean, I could try it. Like here? No, look at that. That is no spell. Huh. We can summon tentacles. But that is no spell. Is that called magic too? Yeah, okay. No, it is a soul shard. It's not a spell. I don't use those. I mean, it recovers itself, but... It does look cool. It definitely looks cool. Now that the captain is defeated, I can see what lies ahead. Can I? Well, that's beautiful. Ah, and she's suspended there. I was assuming she's trapped in here. And she has no way of leaving this place ever. Although, why is there stars? Is that an illusion? Can't be real, because we're still on the bottom of the sea. Okay, you can find things. I was wondering. Oh man, he has more. You moved a millimeter too far. How dare you? How dare you do that? There was no abyss there, nothing. No gas, no nothing. Just, oh yeah. The wall of death. It caught ya. Go. Don't go too far again. Instant death incoming. Beautiful. Poor Nimue. At least she's not a fish thing.
I've been wondering when you'd find your way here.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. You could have made it a bit easier by just telling them to let me through.
Your presence has rippled through all of Sarras. Wave after wave after wave.
So main story-wise, this was actually very short, this DLC. There was a lot of embellishment, but...
It reminds me of something.
It's the main story with 3 missions.
From a long time ago.
How do you know I was here?
I know all the comings and goings of Sarras.
But yeah, I think she's magically bound on this into this place. What will be our options? Killing her to end this? If we free her, Sarras will die for sure.
I am in every part of these depths. Swimming with the floatlings in the Ulcerate. Gathering knowledge with the villagers of Tumbo.
Yeah, not anymore. They're all dead.
Watching over Lear in his slumber. Gazing into the endless dark of the sea. Tell me, what do you think of my little domain? Do you like it?
I actually would like you to come back to Avalon with me. It's not more peaceful. I find it rather unforgiving.
I'm not glad to hear. Sarras has never known a war like the one that raged on the surface. But I often wonder if my scars run too deep, if my memory of it has infected this place somehow.
It has never known a war like that on the surface. Yeah, because there's only one faction here. But also, that's not true, because we just witnessed a massacre, so... It's not an enemy to fight, they're just fighting each other all the time. It's very cutthroat. And she wanted me to say, oh, it's so serene here, but yeah, where you are it is. But out there, it's not serene at all.
It was never a burden I meant to share, and yet, it seems I have.
You've been awake all this time?
Ever since I was sealed here, yes. I couldn't say how long it's been. Tell me, does the war still rage on?
No, not for 500 years or so. Yeah, it ended nearly 600 years ago.
600 years? Huh. It feels twice as long, to be honest.
How does that make sense? She just said she had no idea how much time has passed. Asked us if the war still rages on. And then says, oh, it felt twice as long. Did she actually think that the war was raging for 1,000 years? No war could rage that long. One side would falter hundreds of years before that. The only way such a stalemate is possible if for some reason, let's say it's a war on the ground because it's medieval times, or for some reason an abyss would split the two factions in half. That would be literally the only reason a war could go on for that long, because they literally couldn't reach each other. If they can reach each other, the war cannot go on for that long.
Still, if you're
What the
here,
hell?
I suppose we won. Though I
If she said,
shudder
"Oh,
to
it felt
imagine the cost.
it felt half that time," it would at least have made a little sense. Suppose we've won, though I shudder to imagine the
At least
costs.
the new children of Avalon don't have to live in fear.
I mean, it's always the same cost. It's the cost of the lives of the enemy, right? I mean, that's the cost of war. Yeah, for the winner, at least. I mean, actually, also for the loser. They just wouldn't be called enemies there.
Tell me, how is life on the surface now?
The Red Death is here, I thought you should know.
That brings me no joy.
Good.
Although I must admit that I feel a touch vindicated. I always believed nothing good would come from staying on Avalon. Not after what Merlin and Arthur did to tame the island, to meddle with the laws of nature. There were bound to be consequences.
Okay.
Our ancestors should never have left the homelands.
That might be true. That might be... would have probably have been better. They should have maybe concentrated on fighting the disease more.
Every time I raised it, Red Death was the phrase they used to silence me.
Yeah, I think that was wrong too. I know there was a war going on and they didn't want to lose soldiers and hands that could help the war effort or just logistics and whatever. But if they fit on 3 ships, they were a minority. They should have just let them go.
And now, it's here anyway. How bitterly ironic.
That's very ironic indeed. The question is, why is it here? Because it wasn't here for 500 years or so? Or almost 600 years? The Red Death is a recent outbreak. How could it get here? Did people from the homeland come here? Which also would mean they survived somehow for 600 years and brought the disease with them. That would be an explanation. Or was the Red Death always something else? I saw memories of your past.
My troubled youth, you mean?
I mean,
And
you're still
what?
pretty
Are you wondering
young.
if I regret it now?
Probably not in spirit, but, you know, the rest.
If I feel I'm paying for my stubbornness, my arrogance, getting drunk on my own power, I'm afraid the truth is less dramatic. I was tired. I'd lost hope. And I wanted no part in Merlin and Arthur's vile practices.
Very
They
understandable.
stole our future before our lives even had a chance to begin. At least his betrayal gave me time to rest and to build something of my own.
Yeah, unfortunately, this place is actually pretty shitty
Something
still.
better than what we left on the surface.
I disagree. It is actually not much different from the surface, apart that the weirdness isn't here. For some reason. I mean, it's probably built with the weirdness, so it's probably why. It's like a capsule in there. But it's not that much better. How is this better? It's not a paradise or anything. You really thought going back to the homelands was a good idea? Yes, and I mean... No one knows if it is a good idea. Saying it in this way is unsatisfactory to me. I saw Merlin's memories too. He sealed you there. He sealed you here to save you.
Save me?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I agree. That is nonsense. According to him and Arthur, your fleet would never have reached the homelands. All you would have died as soon as you left Avalon.
And because of that, he...
Which is also only their opinion. I mean, did he have that little trust in his apprentice to cross the boundaries?
Am I supposed to be grateful?
No.
Thank
No, you
the
shouldn't
great
be.
Merlin, wherever he is, for bestowing this honor on us.
No.
What kind of logic drove him to that?
Yeah.
Everyone died anyway.
The logic is being an egotist.
Just because they didn't rest in peace doesn't mean they're living.
Yep.
I don't understand.
They're
If he
existing.
knew that would happen, why didn't he tell me?
Would you have believed him? At least they were at peace here more than they ever were on Avalon. I mean, she wouldn't have believed him. She would have still tried. And I don't think it's clear that they would have died and they deserved the chance. Yeah, and it wasn't logic, for sure. So both of these, I want to say, but I probably can only say one thing. But would you have believed him?
No,
Obviously
I don't think
not.
I would have. I'd have thought it was a ploy to keep me here, but I wouldn't have left without finding out for myself whether the danger was real. I was young, not an idiot, and people were relying on me. I wouldn't have led them to certain death just to spite Merlin.
I don't like this, but did you think
Gods, I'm tired of this argument.
Yeah.
Merlin said I was too young, that I didn't know the world. And he was right. Of course I didn't. How could I? My world was burning, and I had no hope it would ever stop. I'd had enough suffering, and he wanted me to add to it by lending my power to his abhorrent ideas. He didn't care about the future, only about finding a way to win the war. Did he succeed in the long run? Or has history proven that I was right all along? Aren't you here because the world is on the brink of collapse? It's easy to judge with hindsight. I had no such luxury.
I think her decision was right. The people of Avalon need the fleet again? What?
History does love its circles, I see.
Do they?
Far be it from me to begrudge
does that come
anyone
from?
wanting to leave these miserable shores, but
Is that a spoiler?
you do know the fleet is bound to me, don't you? You're asking for my life, and for Sarras to fall.
That is also a question. Wow. Oh, you have been alive for so long. Don't you like to die now? I thought that people sail back to the homelands was your dream. Your people are children of ancient terror and undead predators. They'll be fine. Wasn't that your dream?
It was. The circumstances are different now. What happens on the surface matters little to me. I have my own domain to tend to.
I'm not sure if that is a spoiler from us with the, oh, we need the fleet now. Because we don't. And also, if they would have died going back to the homelands, why would it be different now? For all we know, Merlin is dead anyway. And he was the only one who could do it, apparently. He didn't even trust her to do it, and she was his best apprentice from what we know. Don't you want to die?
You don't pull your punches, do you?
Yeah, I found that very rude
What
as well.
I want doesn't really matter here. Sarras is bigger than me. But if you truly wish to know, I do not desire death. I'm at peace here already, yet I wouldn't mind it either. As you said, I've been alive for a long time. If it were only about me, I wouldn't care either way. But it isn't.
I still don't like this place in terms of, oh, this is so peaceful. No, it isn't. It's not peaceful at all. It's very, very full of deceit and all the treachery that is the other places as well. It's just the same bullshit all over again. It's just in a different package. So, but I don't want to kill her. And I knew that would come to this. I mean, that we would decide over her fate and thereby extension of the other stuff. Once it was clear that she was bound to this here, apparently bound to the fleet for some reason. Yeah, was obvious. Obvious thing. I mean, I'm gonna say it, that they are children of ancient terror and undead predators. They'll be fine, but I don't want to say it. I'm just saying it to, you know, for completionist's sake.
Perhaps. Yet this is their home.
Because that's also quite rude.
Intertwined. Do you think Tumbo's thirst for knowledge came merely from proximity to the archive?
And it's not only rude, it was very... What's it called? It's very arrogant of us to say that. Like they are lesser beings. Yeah, it came from you, of course.
The creatures of the Ulcerate feel the need to prove themselves only because of their father. I am them. And they are me. They will survive. Most of them. But they will be untethered.
So you are keeping them here as well. So you're the one who's trapping them in here. That's why they can't leave, even though, you know, we know of a few that want to leave. I don't give a crap about Sarras. I do give a crap about her though. And as beautiful as this place is in places, it's still a shithole. I'm not sure if that would change anything if we get the boats. And also, why wouldn't we just bring the Red Death back to the homelands? It's the same idiotic logic, like, oh, there is a plague here, let's leave. Yeah, the chances are extremely high that you just bring the plague with you. I mean, isn't that obvious? Being suspended in that position for hundreds of years must be uncomfortable. I mean, it's magic. Magic bullshit. She doesn't even have to eat, so... Should we kill her? Again, I don't give a crap about Sarras. I'm not sure why we need the fleet. I haven't been there yet. Yeah, you say we should kill her. Maybe you get some good loot. Somehow I doubt that. It's kind of sad to destroy this realm, though. Coda says yes, too. Well, I guess you, people did not have your scientific background, Gary. They are dirt stupid peasants who think horseshoes are treasures. Hey, we gave them the knowledge that they aren't. And unfortunately, she's dead now, so I think your point is moot. At least they wanted to try to learn. That's more than most peasants would. More than most people today would. As we can clearly see all over the place. I don't really want to kill her. But you guys say I should, so just gonna do that for you guys.
No, you don't. No one truly understands the consequences of their actions until they come back to haunt them.
Yeah, we're basically like Merlin right now.
And they will. Year after year. And I doubt you'll have hundreds of years to lay them to rest. You'll do what you want. I can't stop you.
Yeah, that's also a thing. She literally can't. She can't move.
Perhaps your conscience will. If you have one.
And also, she might be suspended in air, but her mind is everywhere, is what she said, so it's not that bad for her. Oh, great. That's not us. Is that the captain? Captain, my captain?
You.
Oh,
you
Tristan.
had the cheek to disturb my lady. But you see, she cannot leave this place. No. She must remain in the depths.
Blood for the blood god.
Worry not, my beloved.
Doesn't make me feel good.
No one
to
will
have to kill her
anymore.
Interesting, my summons are there, but I am not.
I shall drown forever.
Well, she can't fight, so she has a friend who will.
My beloved, I'll get rid of anyone who troubles you.
Oh god. Need to spawn more friends.
You'll learn what it's like to sink forever.
I mean, he's strong.
The fleet awaits.
And I'm not getting any... I have the right tree. But I'm not getting any,
You stay away from her.
any frailty against him, which is kinda shit. Because I'm not doing any damage.
The fleet awaits.
Oh god, what are you doing? Why are there stones?
The fleet awaits.
Hey Tristy boy, why did you summon stones? Oh god, please no.
I protect what I lost. What else is there? The fleet awaits.
Well, apparently the fleet awaits because we're killing her. But what? Cheeky bumhead.
What I lost.
Ow.
What else is there?
That hurt.
You'll learn what it's like to sink forever.
Doubt it. Hey, I hit him. No, he's
Being
dead.
set free into the vast sea was, at first, not easy for the denizens of Sarras. They struggled in a space that lacked the structure and order once kept by Nimue and the first crew. In time, however, they grew used to their newfound freedom and spread far and wide, slowly forgetting the place of their origin.
Well, we also let all of them loose. Yay! This is meant to be some climactic battle, and the name of the boss is Tristan. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, from Tristan and Isolde, don't you know? That's some suspiciously detailed and moist feet on the floaty orb lady. Don't you like feet? Terrible hamster, what? Okay. Oh, what happened? What? We looted him. That's good. Victory! Or something. Melody of the Deep. Where am I? Oh, we're back here and we can't go back because Sarras is dead. Okay. I don't feel good with that decision. That was another of these, oh, it's so great decisions, but, Each enemy within your radius of 10 meters, or within a radius, increases your attack speed by 5. Attacks against targets below 33% health have 10% more chance to be critical hits. That looks kind of disgusting. Okay. I may switch this around again. Increase the speed of heavy attacks by 50. Increase enemy stamina loss after a successful parry by 50%. Okay. Fighting with 2 weapons of the same type increases max stamina. Okay, so we had the swords. No, the spears. The 2 spears that together worked better, and this would also then give more stamina. Pretty interesting. Physical attacks regenerate 10% of damage dealt as stamina. Increases dash cost by 50. Yeah, okay. You don't have many dashes. Oops. Anyway. I mean, you wanted feet? Terrible and stuff? Okay. And he's using the Lover's Lament. Increases damage by additional 30% of the enemy's wet. Okay. And Tristan's Spike, so we had both. Did he change weapons at some point? Didn't even see that. The trick to being a good artist is to be good at drawing feet, but not too good at it. I see. Light attacks cost 18 mana and shoot a burst of short-range wet projectiles. Heavy attacks cost 27 mana and create a short-range wave of water, wetting enemies and pushing them back. Okay. Cool beans. Unfortunately, we didn't let her live, but, you know, that's how it goes. That's what we decided, and so we will. Someone can write me in the comments what happens if you let her live, or what stuff you would get. Would you get her stuff? Should we try? Just doing a boss fight again. Yeah, that's the thing. Would we do get Nimue's equipment? Come on. Thank you. Nimue dead. Let me see. I'm willing to do that to check. It's here, right? The time is wrong. That's an hour late. Okay. I guess it's this one? And yeah, there he is. I mean, we can kill him easily again. Nope, that... What? No? That's not the right one. So it must be this one then. Maybe not? Nope. God damn it. This one then? Okay. Let's still get the chest. Number 1 and number 2. There you go. Let's not die. This time we let her live. I'm just gonna decide that, you know, after equipment maybe. We'll see.
I've been what you in.
Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. I'm still gonna go through everything. Unforgiving. Yes, you don't like that. I don't give a shit. It's a shitty world that you made. Some memories. Blah 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 blah. Let's see what she says when logic drove him.
I can believe.
Yeah.
Merlin never had qualms about doing terrible things for the people he loved. I prayed he would spare me that fate. Spare me the consequences of his love.
Less.
That's why I tried so hard to be strong. Stronger even than him. It was one of the reasons I wanted to run. All my life, I lost and lost and lost. It never ended. I was used to it.
Completely different dialogue.
I never wanted him to lose even more of himself because of me. God, I hated it.
Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. I won't break the seal.
I hope you mean that. I never loved Avalon. It gave me life, and then it took everything else.
Poor woman.
It never felt like home to me, but I know it does for so many.
I wonder how that would have looked for her. You come all that way only to trip and fall off the side.
I truly hope things will get better for them one day.
He's still coming. Oh, wait, that's a different guy. Who's that? Wait, with chains?
What have you done? This was not meant to be.
Josephus.
Sarras was meant to be freed, and us along with it. You wanted answers. This is your answer. I curse you, Arthur, for this accursed undeath in this accursed realm. 1,000-fold I curse you. You were meant to free us from this endless agony.
It's a little bit a Dark Souls intro here. Dark Souls boss intro.
If Sarras is to remain, then I will make sure you become one with it.
He's Doc Ock? What the fuck? He's freaking Doc Ock. Oh, and now I can... Oh, maybe I used the wrong spells. Yeah, okay. Probably did. I don't want to fight this guy one-on-one. Thank you. That guy seems worse than Tristan. As always, this spell is just the best. Oh, wow. I actually like this fight more. Look at this. Is that actually ink? Did he ink us? That's a very Finding Nemo thing. Oh my god, he's even easier.
The long-awaited change that Josephus and the other denizens of Sarras yearned for never came to pass. Those in the sanctuary went on as they always had, tending to their knowledge, raising the Lord's offspring, hidden from the wider world. The sanctuary drifted on in its quiet bubble, peaceful and undisturbed, steady in its ways.
It's literally a bubble. Yeah, see, but there's no progress, you know, there's nothing really happening there. The board game? Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon, the board game? I saw that for the first time. The board game? It's also interesting that you can only have one of these armor sets. Let's see what that one is. We get literally his head and put our head inside. Increases max mana by 50%, decreases mana regeneration by 50 while you are in combat. So not Nimue set, unfortunately. Increases spell power by 100%, decreases critical chance by 20. Attacks have a 5% shot to break the armor. No trousers. No shoes. That's it. Each enemy within a radius of 10 meters increases your casting speed by 20%. So the casting speed is nice. Otherwise, this is garbage. Ooh, that actually fits quite well to her. That looks cool. With the chains. I mean, that doesn't look that good. Get a spell. We got a staff. The Chorus of the Deep. When you spend 20% of your max mana, this one shoots a magic homing projectile at a random nearby enemy, dealing 100% of this weapon damage. Interesting. That's about it. No spell, no nothing. So the cape is nice, but otherwise, do we really care? And I'm still for destroying Sarras because it's just a prison with another name in the end. It's only the only thing that's sad about that is that Nimue will die, which I don't like. But you know, we replace her, it's fine. We're a better druid anyway. Right? Right. So should we keep this or should we load? Oops. I don't think that sits well for her. It really makes so little difference. Yeah, still no Nimue gear. Yeah, I think I'm gonna load. It's fine. Melody of the Deep, World to Win, Nimue Dead. There it is. We keep the Nimue Dead ending. Unfortunate, but that's how it is. Well, we did the DLC, though. That's nice. I also have to put a cut in here. But I want to start one more part today, at least, maybe two. But I want to start what Manaway has hinted at, the extra questline with the Red Death. That sounds amazing. So, thank you all for watching. Sarras has ended. Tell me what you would have taken. I hope I see you in the next part. Don't forget to leave me a like if you enjoyed the part. Sub the YouTube. Come to Twitch, come to Discord, and see you on the next one. Bloop bloop, everyone. Oh, also tell me how you like the DLC. I did like it. I did like it a lot. Although the main quest was a little short. But, yeah. A lot of faffing about and then very little main quest. But it was still fun. Probably worth the money. See you in the next one. Bloop bloop, everyone.